We've cleared out this storeroom of ours. Look at this. I want to break free. It's much bigger than we ever remembered. It's 3.5 meters that way and 4.3 this way. We've got loads of things here in this room, or not in this room anymore, that we've saved, that we've never shown you. They're from before we started making YouTube. We've got rid of the rotten wood from the feeding trough, and we're just sorting out all of our stuff and the things we've collected from the house to put all back in here, make a bit more space so that we can carry on and get space to build the house.
All this stuff came out of the room. And I have to show you what we found. Well, what I found. Before 2.5 years ago when we bought this property, we were constantly taking stuff out and clearing the house, getting rid of the rubbish and trying to save things that we want to save. So we were doing all this a year before we started sharing our journey on YouTube. And in that time, we discovered jars and bottles full of all sorts of totally unidentifiable things. And we have shared with you when we tasted the wine bottles over on the Ira. These jars mostly were in old Nescafe jars. What are they called? Instant coffee jars. And I said to Dan, get rid of all of those. But while we were emptying out the room, this is what I discovered. This is Dan's secret stash. Now, I did tell him to get rid of it, but oh no, a bottle of something. A nice bottle, which is empty, which is okay. Another bottle of, well, to me it looks like something that should be put down in the boot to keep the boar away, the wild boar away. A jar of seeds. A big bottle of what we think is aguardent. And we're not going to taste this because we need to check the alcohol levels. Otherwise we may die. And then these. Well, I'll take these out into the light. What's your excuse?
It could be something really valuable and really tasty.
Or it could be total poison and rat food.
It could be. I think we'll open these later and see what they are.
After we've cleared, after we've tidied up. Yeah. So we're going to test this. Actually, it's at least 40 years old because that's the same age as the olive oil. But there was something else that we discovered in the food department as well when we were here. And we didn't show it to you because it looked so horrible. But I think we'll reveal that today. So we'll put a little warning up beforehand and show you that as well. So now we got to get on with tidying things up. But there were some really fun and lovely things that we found. Yeah. That we've never shared with you before. And we're kind of rediscovering them ourselves because they've been tucked away for so long.
Put the olive nets in it.
So way back when we took the old broken stove out of the kitchen, up on top on the veranda, we pulled these off. Well, Dan took these off with an angle grinder, and they would have been the rail where you'd have dried your towels and things in front of the fire. So I took them home, polished them, and now I've got this beautiful brass towel rail, which we'll put in our bathroom, I think, or maybe in the kitchen. What do you think? Looking good. They're like little arts and crafts chairs. Lovely little design, but broken. Handbags and the glad rags. 3 handbags. And a leather sort of satchel. There I am. Now, way back in the day, I videoed trying on some of the clothes here. One that I didn't show was a boiler suit with a Mercedes-Benz logo on it, which fits me. But that's because the person who lived here liked fancy cars. And we got this stunning headlamp. Marshall, some French brand. And the glass is perfect. The chrome is a little bit decrepit. But Dan, and look at this lovely little red thing. Can you see it in the light? This little bit here. It's beautiful. And Dan fancies making a searchlight. But I think it would make a nice angle poise lamp or something. I think we'll have to change the bulb. But any ideas what we might do with this? It's complete. Beautiful. I think it's beautiful. I think we've got 3 of these sieves. Look at this, how carefully it was patched. It just shows the care that people put into their items. Nothing was thrown away. We finally discovered the silver. Come and have a look. Well, we've got all these coins, and this one's 1885. So it's D. Louis, I think the first. Rei de Portugal, so it's the King of Portugal. 1885. 100 Reich, so that was before the escudos.
Was it Brazilian?
I don't know, actually. It says Portugal.
Huh?
King of Carlos of Portugal. Yeah, Carlos something, Rei de Portugal. 1900, 1900. And it's 100 Reich. There's a few of those. And then the most modern one is this lovely shiny 50 escudos from 1988. It's a little silver coin here. Also 1984 with the ships. And it's 2 escudos and a half. This one is very difficult to read. But I think it's another bronze one with a similar face. Or is he an older face? 1983, I think that one's 84. 1884. 1885. You know how people hid money in their mattresses? Well, up here, in the hole in the wall room, right in that corner, there is a big straw-filled mattress. So I think we're going to find the gold in there. This is the 3-second warning for the reveal of what was inside this pot. Okay, safe to look.
So we found this lovely brass canister of some sort, maybe a flask. Don't quite know what it is, but I think it could be quite a nice thing, nicely cleaned up. Got a wee screw lid on it. And then this is a hot water tank which came out of the old wood burning stove that was in the kitchen, but this is copper, I think, with a beautiful brass tap on it. Not sure if we can use it for anything, but it's beautiful and we're going to keep it. We've cleared out 2 rooms, repackaged it, got rid of some of the rubbish and packed it all into one room, all neat and tidy. Now it's time to have a look at the contents of this jar. We'll see if we can unscrew the lid and then see what is inside it. Oh yeah, I've got it.
Gosh, I can't see what's in there.
That's honey.
You think?
Yeah, that is definitely honey. I reckon that is raw, unfiltered honey. It could be as old as the olive oil, which is 40 years old.
Spoons, you know, just in case I was feeling brave.
Now we have done a little bit of research about honey, and honey basically keeps forever. As long as it hasn't got water in it or it doesn't ferment. Now that doesn't smell rancid.
It doesn't smell like honey to me.
It does to me.
No. You can go first. Oh, there's bits in it. I think they're bees. I'm not so sure. What's some globbly bits?
Globbly bits.
Right, you going to try?
Yeah.
What is it?
Don't know, I think it's honey.
You think?
Hey, you taste it.
I think that's molasses.
I think it's honey.
Right, what do we see? It's kind of like honey, but I'm not sure.
I think it's honey. We know they kept bees here.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that one smells different.
We got
Do I
these.
have a clean spoon? Geez, only a little bit tan.
That is definitely darker.
Maybe it's treacle. Just put your tongue on it. Don't spoon it.
That's different.
Yeah, it smells different. I told you it smells different.
It's almost got a fruity flavour to it.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
I know.
Whatever it is, you say it's like some sort of fruit syrup or something, but it doesn't taste like honey.
That one doesn't.
But there's a kind of a slight bitter aftertaste. I don't know. My verdict is it's not honey. Yeah, there's something in there that doesn't look friendly. See, we've also got a jar of what looks like beeswax as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's beeswax.
Yeah, well, we found that in the sewing room. So the sewing room, that would have been used to kind of wax the threads. There you got it. What is it?
It smells orangey.
Citrusy?
Yeah, citrusy. It's not beeswax.
Well, it might be, but
Might
mixed
be
with
underneath,
something.
yeah. Oh, it's like Vaseline.
Well, maybe that's what it is.
But I don't want to throw these away.
I don't know. Maybe you can ask the viewers.
What should we do with these? Mind your head.
Right.
Yeah, this is the beast. So will it fit through the door?
We'll soon find out.
Yeah, right. The circumference at the widest part of the barrel is 321 centimetres. So the circumference divided by pi gives us the diameter. So 321 centimetres divided by 3.14 gives us 102 centimetres, which does not fit through the 90 centimetre door. The stonework is about 112 centimetres wide, so that barrel must have gone into the room before the door and the door frame was built.
Where's it going?
In the room over there. Because then you can step up onto there and I can step up onto there.
Alright. She's in.
She's in, yeah. The one we put in.
Oh, you're the one that I had to lift. It's
Yeah.
only heavy because you and James are lifting it. Thank you, James.
We're off to repatriate the Pharaoh's beetroot.
We put this beetroot in a box of sand in the cold room about 18 months ago because we thought we'd store the excess and it would keep. However, we've since discovered we can grow beetroot all year round and have beetroot fresh out of the ground, so there's no need to store it. We don't need to be wondering if our beetroot's still good under there, but we are curious to see what has happened to the beetroot over 18 months. So we're off into the cold room to lift it out and see what is going on. Right, I'm going to sweep all the gravel off it.
Okay.
Well, it hasn't been disturbed.
Watch your feet.
So the sand in the box has not been disturbed by animals, or not from the top anyway. So I'm going to rummage around and see what we can find. Well, that certainly didn't survive, did it?
Wasn't far off for the Pharaoh's beetroot.
Oh, what are we going to have for dinner now? Oh dear.
Yeah, that didn't work. We
Good
could
job you're not relying on it.
I think it might be. Yeah, I think that's chuck it out. Safely. Safe.
Well, I think we can safely say we cannot store beetroot in a box of sand for 18 months.
Who'd have thought?
These like inside. Nice.
It clearly was once beetroot.
I'm not sure I recognise that as beetroot.